The G7 meeting beginning in Kananaskis in Canada here is of critical importance to India. India is among a number of countries invited as guests from outside of the G7, which of course includes the US, Canada, which is the host country, Britain, France, Germany and Italy, together with Japan. The Indian Prime Minister has been invited to G7 summits for the past many years, but this time, this has taken on an added meaning, and after all the challenges India has had to deal with within the country and internationally. For a start, this visit counts for just the optics of being invited to the top table of most of the strongest economies of the world. It's a reminder, and a welcome reminder to many, of India's growing economy and of its standing in the world in the face of acts of terror, or support for acts of terror by a number of countries looking to drag India down. So the symbolism matters and it's pleasing to many, but of course there is more than symbolism here. Politically, this is an occasion to share India's experiences and challenges, and nothing like doing this directly, top leader to top leader, face to face. Economically, India is now redefining its trade terms, and a new trade agreement is being prepared and negotiated with the US. India has begun the process simultaneously of a new trade agreement with the European Union and has of course concluded a trade deal with Britain already. In all this, India is really looking for a greater trade share in global flows with the world's most prosperous nations, and as they are with India and as they need to with India, they need to step up trade with India as much as India needs to. This clearly was a prime factor in the invitation to India coming from Canada after a long stretch of diplomatic hostilities. Squeezed by the US tariffs, Prime Minister Carney of Canada is looking for new countries to build trade with, and India stands out as perhaps the most promising. Carney said so in so many words. He told reporters that he had invited India due to its importance in the global supply chains. Well, this could be the start then of a reset with Canada and of finding ways particularly past the legal obstacles that have stood so hugely in the way. Carney told reporters that the Indian PM had agreed to a law enforcement dialogue. These will be tough talks. The invitation to India came late, and the Canadian readout of the invitation mentioned legal issues that need to be addressed, but at least finally the two countries are now talking seriously. And without doubt, Prime Minister Modi will also hold bilateral meetings with several, if not all, of the other leaders attending. These could be more productive than the formal G7 itself.